In recent times, the Metaverse has taken the world by storm. Ever since tech giants such as Mark Zuckerberg and Facebook have announced their plans for the Metaverse, people are excited to see what the future holds for the digital world. Little do they know about its evil history. Today, we'll be talking all about the unknown evil history of the Metaverse. You must have already heard of this term, such is its popularity these days. However, have you ever wondered how it came into being? What is its history about, and why is it considered evil? Well, stick around till the end as we answer these questions and more as we delve into the details behind perhaps one of the most anticipated pieces of technology. Without further ado, let us begin. What is the Metaverse? It might be confusing at first, but you will get the point of it. So basically, through the use of a browser or headset, the Metaverse combines virtual reality and mixed reality environments to enable real-time interactions and experiences amongst people who are geographically separated. In order to properly understand the reasoning behind the introduction of the Metaverse, we need to dip into its dark and evil past. It all started when Facebook started back in 2004. Initially, what was proposed to be a networking website for Harvard students turned out to be an insanely popular website where people would interact with other people. Its creator, Mark Zuckerberg, was a genius to come up with its idea. But he was also a sneaky operator, as it was reported that in Facebook's early days, he once bragged about having so much information on students that were using his website. This shows that Facebook was invading the privacy of its users right from the start. Zuckerberg also has had his fair share of controversies, as he once lowered his partner's share of the company just for personal gain. While he paid for its price, this shady behavioral pattern was quite obvious. This played a major role in how Facebook progressed over the years. Zuckerberg knew that in order to make his website popular and forever lasting, he needed to do something different than the previous failed projects, such as MySpace and Napster, which became boring and repetitive after a while. So he started this system of advertising that would take advantage of loads of user data present and give you ads based on your likes and dislikes. In the end, its whole engine would be based on respective user data. This way, people liked what they saw. It also deepened the pockets of Facebook, as companies saw how profitable and worthy Facebook advertising was and were throwing money at the company for their ads. While some would say that this is an ingenious strategy, as it really made users addicted to the platform, others would say it is ethically wrong. I mean, the fact that current generations are becoming more and more addicted to social websites is proof of the fact that social media platforms such as Facebook and Instagram are doing an amazing job at luring people in. This is downright wrong, in my opinion. But what does this have to do with the Metaverse? Well, seeing how the popularity of social media websites was growing, and since Facebook already owned the biggest two websites in competition, Facebook and Instagram, they knew that they needed to do something in order to make their users even more addicted, which would lead to more popularity and thus more profits in advertising. Facebook suddenly changed its parent's name from Facebook to Meta, a name it had acquired by spending a lot of money. They did it since they wanted to be affiliated with the term Metaverse, which is a term which was well known due to its history of being used in books, etc. Now, Facebook, Instagram, and WhatsApp were now functioning under the parent's name Meta. Thus, Facebook has already laid the foundations for the Metaverse to be used in all its applications in the future. Keeping that in mind, they started investing in VR technology all the way back in the early 2010s. They had planned that they have managed to stir up so much addiction, maybe they can utilize this even more so it becomes even more profitable and popular. Again, if we look at it from Zuckerberg's perspective, this was a genius move, as introducing VR into the Facebook realm would really open up more possibilities. 8 years after investing in it, Facebook finally unveiled it to the world as the Metaverse. Zuckerberg knew that nowadays, people stay glued to their phones more than the outside world. In fact, on a daily basis, the average American uses more time on their phone than interacting with someone in person. So he wanted to fully utilize this, and as a result, he introduced the Metaverse, which would further force people to use their phones more often and use Zuckerberg's product more, which would make it even more popular, which would mean more profits for the company. It's as simple as that. Now, there are a lot of issues with that. We have already talked about the privacy concerns it poses, which has been an issue for years now, but another issue will also arise. Rather than discouraging people to use this much social media, the introduction of the Metaverse will solidify the fact that social media will come into a person's life. Despite it not being a necessity, despite it not being a life and death situation if we don't use it, it will become an integral part of everyone's life. I can bet that the future generations will be less interactive, have less confidence in person, and will have a host of problems such as weak eyesight and stunted growth due to lack of exercise and sports. One could also argue that these problems are present right now too, but you are forgetting one key difference. In the Metaverse, you can play sports, you can exercise, you can even do everyday tasks, you can get married, you can make love, you can do literally everything. Slowly, that sense of achievement will transfer to the digital world. People will prefer to meet in the digital world. And that is not all. People have started to buy things in the Metaverse. Imagine buying land in it. Heck, companies like Nike and Adidas have also released the digital version of their shoes to put up on sale in the Metaverse. I know, it sounds crazy, but it is the sad reality of the world right now. Long story short, who gets harmed? Us, the humans. Who benefits the most? Mark Zuckerberg, of course. But the funny thing is, we know this, we realize that. But we are so addicted that we won't be able to stop ourselves. Zuckerberg knows this, and that is why he is investing so much into the project. If everything goes according to plan, then I am pretty sure he will skyrocket to becoming the richest person in the world. In the end, I would just like to say that I understand why Zuckerberg introduced this all. We have limited time on Earth, and everyone just wants to leave their footprint before they die. Zuckerberg saw an opportunity to introduce something revolutionary and change the world as we see it. So he went on with his plan of introducing the Metaverse. But in my opinion, he needs to understand the negative side effects of this all. How will it affect humanity? I have painted a picture for you regarding this. The rest, I leave it up to your imagination. I hope that answers your questions about everything there is to know regarding the evil history of the Metaverse, which was pretty much unknown before you watched this video. I think we have covered everything, but if you have any more questions in mind, do let us know in the comments down below. We value the feedback of our esteemed subscribers, so do not hesitate to do so. That's it for the video. I hope you liked and enjoyed the video. Please let me know by pressing the like button, and if you haven't done so, please subscribe to the channel and hit the bell icon for future notifications. Till then, take care of yourself, and I will see you in the next one.